In this video, we will look at Bayesian source imaging in BESA Research and use it for source localization. We will run this for an auditory stimulation experiment. I have an averaged auditory response here with binaural application of a single tone with low intensity. I can mark a segment with left mouse drag, right-click and select Source Analysis. Then I can make sure that I have enough baseline information for a good noise estimation in my segment, and adjust filter settings if necessary. Then start Source Analysis. I can now mark an interval of interest for my SESAME estimation. I will choose the main N100 component. Then press the SESAME button. SESAME stands for Sequential Semi-Automated Monte-Carlo Estimation. The method requires virtually no user input in order to estimate the number of active sources in a condition and their location, taking into account their time courses. I can now see the averaged brain, and I will set it to a 2x2 display so I can see better what is happening. After each iteration, the display updates itself with the current solution that has the highest likeliness. The number of sources can range between 1 and 10. I can see in the title bar how many sources are estimated in the current iteration. SESAME presents the most likely configuration at the end of the computation. In this case, the result shows 2 sources. I can toggle through their maxima using this toolbar button. Both have landed close to the bilateral auditory areas. I can now seed sources from these maxima and check on their time courses. I can also orient the regional sources by right-click to optimize orientations for the main activity. Let me look at the parameter settings. SESAME has 2 main parameters that can be adjusted. One is the noise scaling factor, which acts like a regularization parameter. The other one covers the scaling of the estimated unit dipole strength. For both parameters, lowering them will most likely increase the number of sources found, and setting them to higher values will probably lead to fewer sources found. The default is 1.5, which has worked well in most examples so far. If I were to set both values to 5 and rerun SESAME, the sources would merge in the center to a single source. SESAME runs best if the baseline estimate is good, which you can check here in the butterfly plot. You can adjust the baseline in the Source Analysis module by clicking on the line here, which shows the current baseline setting. Back to the image settings. SESAME has a high computational effort, so try not to use a too fine grid for the computation. The grid size is changed here in the general settings. If I change it to 12 millimeters, for example, then SESAME will run a lot faster. For more information, please consult the help chapter Source Analysis 3D Imaging SESAME, or check out the publication by Somariva and Sorrentino on the method. Thank you for watching.